is made for you. Thank God it's you. That was Venus 12 by Evelyn Stainthorpe. I have 2 twin flame reads for you today. Okay, these are really beautiful reads too. The first one's a quick one from last night. The other one's a little bit longer, but neither one of them are real long. I'm going to show you the pictures of the reads first so don't forget, and then we'll take a deep breath. All right, so this is from last night for the twin flames. Okay, that's the basic read, the SIRIAN Starseed deck. Here is the full read from last night. Okay, and then the read in front of you for today is here for the twin flames. Got fuzzy. And then here's the full read that's in front of you. Okay. So the first read that is not in front of you that I just showed you, the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt right at 8 o'clock on the nose. So 8 with double zeros behind it, a lot of source energy backing it up. The 8 of the dance, the strength, the inner strength, the outer strength, the ring of fire in this deck. And LS also came up as I was clarifying the read. And that can reference Lou and Sophia, right? So that the polarities needing to merge together, right? The dark and the light. And then we finished clarifying here at 8:20. So we have 8 of strength, and then 20 is the judgment card. The major arcana for this read were higher self and shadow. Shadow is the devil card. And after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end of the read and incorporate them into the read, after the read, Luna, or the moon, came up. We had 2 wands, 3 cups, 1 sword, and 3 pentacles. So mostly cups and pentacles, heart and emotions, and day-to-day living stuff, money, and just practical things. And then there were no court cards in the main part of the read, but after the read, the Page of Cups and the King of Swords came up. The numbers in the code line, the numbers, we had double 3s, 4s, 6s, and 8s today, or for this read last night. Actually, this read last night was for today, and the second read is for tomorrow, for the 16th. So it doesn't really matter because the energies will come up for you whenever it's relevant to you. But the 33 is the Christ vibration, the 7 of Wands. The 44 is the mastering and grounding and integrating of love, the 4 of Cups. The 66 of the Queen of Pentacles. The 88 of the 2 twins dancing within their masculine and feminine, standing side by side. The 10 of that high vibration, right? And 9, 10 begin again. And that always applies. We have the sequence 2, 3, 4, shut the door came up. 34 of the 8 of Wands, 46 of the 6 of Cups, 68 of the Page of Pentacles, 810 is 0 behind 81, which is the end of karma around the world. And in a lesser sense, 12 of the Hangman came up. And what else? I think that's it. The code line was all about love, relationship, and change. The code line numbers was 366 from 362 and the number 4 of the Emperor. So 366 was the total. And about love and relationship change here, C7 came up. So F7 came up yesterday, and today C7 came up. So another chord, which I didn't look it up. You can look it up if you want to. But to see the twin flame expand and contract and toggle up to the high DNA, which came up again today, the Atlas connection of the Divine Masculine's heart at the Christ new moon. And it was just, I was getting that confirmation of his birthday on the 7th, Jesus Christ. So This is considered the new moon of Christ, okay? So to see the key of the subtitle, but without nobility, the caption without tooth or without grip, the heavy rare earth element, the prison of chalices, heart and emotions of the divine masculine's heart, no love and relationship change. To set forth on foot, or see the key load to feed the animals, without urgency though, doing everything perhaps with a passion, but without the need for urgency, with the Empress, and that's the being calm without fear. I, Empress, lover, in deep connection with the Four of Pentacles, the divine masculine's heart in the Batcave, with no love and relationship change. Non-molecular forms of solid nitrogen produced by extreme pressures have a higher energy density than any other non-nuclear material. For some reason that was coming up. Solid nitro mixes with solid carbon monoxide and methane on Pluto's surface. The nitro can crystallize with some solid methane included here. So there's a reason that came up. That might be a little bit above my head. Okay, and I watched, what did I watch? I started to watch Case 39 last night, but I couldn't finish watching it. It was about like a child possessed by the devil. So I turned that off. I didn't want to go into any fear. And then I turned that off, so then I put Into the Wild, which was a beautiful movie. A little bit sad at the end, but a really beautiful sad ending. But there was a lot of messages that came through from that movie as well. So after nitrogen came up, also crystal and Newton came up. So Newton's cradle, of course, comes up, the balance of the two ends, right, the two polarities hitting the balls in the middle that then send the energy to the other side and then reciprocates back the other way. The F crystal came up, which is from algebraic geometry. F crystals are objects introduced by Maser from 1972 that capture some of the structure of crystalline cohomology groups. So the word F, or the F crystal, F means Frobenius. So all that stuff is above my head, but I was guided to break down the word Frobenius since that was coming up here. And this was under Wikipedia, but also Newton polygon was coming up, but I can't explain that stuff to you. But the field theory, given a communication ring, R, with prime characteristic P, the endomorphism that maps X to the P for all X, and then the symbol, I don't know what it's called, that looks like a curved E or a pitchfork but facing to the right, and then R. So I broke down the word Frobenius, and Frobe means small device or object, usually handheld size, that can be manipulated, or it means to manipulate or tweak, to mess with. Something that's hard to explain to another, right? So you just kind of brush it off in that way. Ennui also came up, ENNUI, which means a gripping listlessness of melancholy caused by boredom, depression, or to weary, boredom, annoyance. And annoyance came up under something else as well, so that was significant here. And then ENI came up, which is funny because I just called a place called Enigma, ENI. But ENI also means water, new, ghost, you, and to be born. So Frobenius comes up as, since I couldn't understand the math of it, to manipulate, tweak, or mess about with water, ghost, or birth of us. Or in other words, messing about with water or our emotions, ghost or the ghosting of us, and the birth of us with boredom and annoyances. To see the twin flames at 9:14, this was, the Hermit and the Temperance, which can be Virgo and Sagittarius as well. See the twin flames, and then the Othi came up, O-T-H-I, the dwelling or to dwell in, the three of the abundance and the Empress, the six of the lovers, and the two of cups, and the four of crystals, the divine masculine's heart in the Batcave. Newton's flaming laser sword. What cannot be settled by experiment is not worth debating. Newton's cradle came up. If you bump into a group of three friends, the message will get passed on and reciprocated continuously. All right, another message related to this came up in the second read as well. I didn't realize that until now. So again, Newton's cradle. If you bump into a group of 3 friends, the 3 balls in the middle, the message will get passed on and reciprocated continuously. So we start this read with the higher self. Below the higher self is the 7 of Cups upright, the 10 of Cups reversed, the 2 of Swords reversed, the 4 of Cups upright, and the 2 of Pentacles reversed. A secret passion after synchronicities of ending a family and or emotional cycle, clearly bored, perhaps annoyances, no longer offering up to God. A secret passion, Pisces or Virgo reversed, present without peace, too weak or broken, Empress reversed at 946, which is the Hermit and the 6 of Cups, or Leo reversed, Cancer reversed, and Taurus reversed group. The Hierophant defenseless, strategizing and jealous, of the Queen of Cups upright and the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, moving or unstable due to guilt and shame of foolish behavior, or a fall from grace and lack of faith, or feeling a fool for falling for it and losing the house. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves, and that comes up from share. Tents lined with gold bars, sent packing, exiled from the circus or cult came up. The 5 of Wands conflict, the quest for riches, the secret is out of lovers' powerlessness, dependency, and financial drain or large purchase. The molehill between lovers, the hook in the curtain, or Gabriel mediating at 10:09, which is a turn for the better, destiny, and the 9 of the Hermit. 2 grown girls, Gabriel may be mediating them, perhaps Pisces and Virgo both reversed. Attraction comes up here. Beneath that was deception for the twins. And then the Knight of Cups reversed, who may be jealous or moody or just insincere, with the Queen of Wands upright and the Queen of Swords upright on the red couch, the psychological mirroring with the King of Wands reversed, lack of affection. And there's a lot about the read on the table that came up between sisters. So this energy right here is that kind of energy too, with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords upright. So at 10:19 here, in the movie Into the Wild, well, actually it wasn't Into the Wild yet. So this was the first one that I turned off, case 39. So 39 is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is coming up reversed here. So in the movie at 10:19 here, which is 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, 19 is the Sun. In the movie, they got close up on his right ear, as my inner right ear has been hurting me yesterday and today. So it was so weird because it started bothering me right as they showed this in the movie. Because in the movie, he had a childhood fear of hornets. So the little girl who was possessed made him have hornets come out of his ears, and that's how he ended up, dying in the bathroom. So in the movie, they showed a close up of his ear, and then my ear had been hurting a bit. He died from his fear of hornets, and Lily was the little girl. The Queen of Swords won't look in the mirror or at the father's picture here in the read. The fruit of the rose, the wealthy family or fantasy, between the Queen of Swords upright and the King of Wands reversed, tiptoeing out at night. Or the Knight of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed are pissed off because the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands got the fantasy life. So there may be jealousy or envy there. So surrender comes up. It's very interesting the fruit of the rose came up here because something related to that came up in the read in front of you as well from the second movie Into the Wild. Okay, so remember I said that. The Queen of Swords won't look in the, let's see. Yeah, the Queen of Swords won't look in the mirror or at the father's picture came up from the read. And then the fruit of the rose, which came up the other day, the wealthy family or the fantasy between the Queen of Swords upright and the King of Wands reversed, tiptoeing out at night. And in that first movie I watched, the parents were trying to get rid of the little girl because she was the demon, right? So, but everyone, of course, thought the parents were trying to abuse the little girl. But here the parents were trying to tiptoe out at night, right? So that nothing bad would happen. Or the Knight of Cups reversed and the King of Wands reversed are pissed because the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands got the fantasy life. So there's the jealousy there. Surrender comes up, which is 91, and beneath that self-discipline, which is 41. 19 is the reflection of the sun or the central sun, and self-discipline comes up as 41, which is the Ace of Cups. The self-love, spiritual love, and new love of self-discipline. And remember, discipline by itself is about being the disciple to oneself as opposed to another. The Atlas burden and the weight of the world comes up here, and this is where I change the movie. At 10:36, which is the weight of the world of Atlas, and the 10 of the of the Wheel of Fortune. Withholding time, money, and effort, post-war PTSD, with social distancing, bad influences, and third parties, and no joy, released from prison, where now the worst is over. The Page of Swords reversed may be a negative child with no options. Finding bliss, perhaps first the loony bin, the bad news. No option but to lie, spy, and be a mouthy kid at 10:55, which is the truth. No option with secret passion. The secret is out of the fall. Losing power, money, and independence. The King of Wands reversed is without affection here. Surrenders to carry the world. Emotional fulfillment and waking up to, and the recent past is the Three of Wands, upright, present to impatience, losing patience or no longer patient, and unfulfilled, letting go to repair, fix, or mend, and work to align, holding their tongue, or the Knight of Swords reversed, about unhappiness here. With the King of Swords reversed, there's something between the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, which can be a father and their child. This can be a partner as well. It can be his inner self as well. It can be his expression of a message. So however it works for you, working to align, holding their tongue, or perhaps lashing out. The Knight of Swords reversed, about unhappiness, with the King of Swords reversed, who's not sleeping and rising above, or awake and coming out but not happy about it. The foundation is the Eight of Swords reversed, at the root of the matter, released from any kind of prison, whether it's actual prison or mental prison or a place that you don't like to be, released out in the cold as the devil waves or temptation. The Knight of Wands reversed, player falling short or bumping into or falling for an offer of love. The central energy here at the heart of the matter is the Six of Wands reversed, under the radar, insecure without tools in a painful ending or ending pain, healing without option, and the King of Cups upright, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed, in deception, leaving parents and sister behind, or father with two sisters or two daughters. Again, the sister thing was coming up big yesterday and today. So Gemini reversed, Virgo reversed, Cancer reversed. Oh, by the way, it's my sister's birthday today. Happy birthday, Con, which I already told her that, but since sisters were coming up. Challenged by the Two of Cups reversed, in disconnect or at a distance, seeing illusions and synchronicities, implementing a plan. The Queen of Cups upright, in energetic exchange or a lot of expression of feelings here, with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, bad news, spying, lying, or negative self-talk, dropping the ball, breaking old patterns, seeing synchronicities and beautiful things. The One, taking a gamble, uncomfortable without peace, in disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, or at a distance, not being able to see face to face. The Knight of Swords reversed, and the King of Wands reversed, and the Page of Swords reversed, without options, with the King of Pentacles after death, or near death, unknown death, or Scorpio reversed. Now the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, with a sudden event, blowing their top, their crown, their mind, or their cover. With the Ten of Pentacles, ultimate dream life of floating down the river on their back, which was in the wild. He literally was floating down the river on his back. The ultimate dream life of hanging out and being wise at 12:12, right? Two hangmen hanging out together, seeing new perspectives. As the King of Pentacles reversed is recovering from exile of split and no options. And in the movie, Going Out into the Wild, a son had just left. He finished college and then just left his family, didn't tell them where he was going, because there was a lot of issues in the family growing up. And it's a very cool movie the way they did it. But getting over it, breaking patterns, and dropping the act, the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, and new passion received by the Page of Wands upright, the child, excited and bleeding out, right? The child who's excited to explore the world, and yet also needing to clear wounds from their childhood. And it's 2:22 on my clock right now, 23:06 on this, which is the King of Wands and the Lovers. And Lovers can have to do with affection for your family as well. So the Emperor Wounded Warrior, moving into release, grounding and integrating the King of Wands, reversed, imbalanced in an upside-down world, with the Divine Feminine in the 5D world, and Scorpio reversed after death in disconnect or at a distance, and the big love no longer stolen, on the fence in a nightmare that they almost fell in. Inspired to tell the truth about failures, the need for attention, and being under the radar, in negative self-talk with no options, with the King of Pentacles in a never-ending story. Soon for the twins is the shadow upright, the temptation, the Capricorn King of Pentacles with the injustice at his back, drained with kids reversed, Leo reversed, or in need of sunshine, destined, withholding from Hermit reversed, pulling in nightmares, or stealing from those unable to sleep, purging, crying, or their own nightmare of the King of Pentacles perpetually running away from them. Capricorn upright, Libra reversed, Leo reversed, Libra upright, and Virgo reversed all here. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Three of Cups upright, in joy, coming together, post-war, uncomfortable, receiving new passion, growth, and creativity, defenseless under the stars, to the Knight of Cups reversed, the passion forced upon him by Aquarius who was rejected, or insincere healer with an agenda. Playfulness comes up, and this could be the one, heart-to-heart conversations for the twins. Around the twins are how they're seen as the Six of Cups reversed. Perhaps someone's bad childhood, their bad relationship or first love. Perhaps difficult children, or a workplace with the Knight of Pentacles reversed who's stubborn and difficult to work with, and the Queen of Swords speaking her truth at 104, the Magician and the Emperor. The Knight of Pentacles reversed holding back an announcement, a deliberation with the Queen of Wands, perhaps two people on the outs with each other, not acknowledging each other. Aquarius reversed, and you can go your own way. So that was coming up here. Shine or stay stuck was the message. The block here is the Four of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, opening up and tears pouring out. So here's the Masculine's heart cracking wide open and can no longer contain their sorrow from their past. Love comes up in relationship change, and it was interesting too because at the end of the movie that the son who had left had, was backpacking all over the place and is just in kind of bliss at the end with tears rolling down his eyes. How could Virgo reversed Queen of Swords and Aquarius reversed Queen of Wands come together at work? Blocking one, refusing to call the other, the Divine Masculine's heart cracking open in a flood of emotion. Narcissistic Hierophant and impatient Sagittarius drinker or potion maker, the white kiss of death, the fruit of the rose, the poison part of the flower. All right, and that came up in the movie last night too. Someone getting poisoned. Taurus upright, Sagittarius reversed, Scorpio reversed, working on nightmare to align with commitment. Libra reversed and Taurus upright coming together in joy at 111, the Magician and Justice, truth and balance. The King of Swords reversed in disconnect and sitting on the fence, inspired to tell the truth about how he failed in the end by not forgiving, not giving someone a chance to be forgiven. The Page of Cups reversed, rejection, ignites new passion in deception of instability, a move, or a cancellation of a party that's clearly now over at 116, the Magician and the Tower. The Higher Self reversed, where the secret passion, the secret's out, the synchronicities of an unhappy family, floating above his body, happy to just be an island unto self, not actually surrendering, breaking final patterns in the end. Secret passion for freedom from prisons and fears, society, to have joy together, then time apart for self, and be present to flame under the radar, challenged by disconnect, not seeing eye to eye or a breakup, or at a distance where you are unable to see each other face to face. Temptation, the shadow, web, and Capricorn, the goat climbing to the top, no less, and never giving up. And then the Grinch's heart grew 3 times that day, and found his dream family and creative work to do. The Knight of Swords reversed, vulnerable and shy, ignites a passion from way deep inside, up before dawn, new moon, and moving into clarity, finding peace out of balance, and yet balanced in a new way, perhaps in a headstand with tripod support, antenna with other uses, the secret passion for flame without option, the release under radar and challenged by the disconnect or the distance, with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or dream life, joy in coming together with their shadow, temptation, and Capricorn goat, in need of togetherness and opening of his heart, to align with the dream family, the King of Swords reversed, in negative self-talk, vulnerable to the big flame, their one and only. The Cancer moon are rising and clearly unstable at 129 if they're able. And the next read, actually, one of the words that came up in the code line was that you are able. 129 is the Magician and the Three of Wands being present. And then 130, I went to bed, which is then the union energy of the Four of Wands. So the second read here was done today for tomorrow. But again, whenever the energy fits, that's how you should take it. So the energy for today is the 15 of the devil, and the day adds up to 21, which is the world, the completion. And the devil is the shadow side of all of us. And I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck in front of you at 9:22, which is the Hermit and the Fool. And then at 9:37, 37 being the King of Cups, which is unconditional love as well, the cards 77 and 7 came up, so double sevens, which is the Sovereign, as well as Cur of Crystals. And Cur can be a negative spirit, but it also has other definitions, which I didn't actually look up that word today, but you can if you want. But again, crystals also breaks down to being Christ-like. So the negative side or the shadow side of being Christ-like, because after all, Jesus was a human being. At 9:38 is the Hermit and the 38 of the Queen of Cups. And then love came up, but also Ove, O-V-E. And Turnership, or in other words, Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? Well, everything, of course. We finished completing and clarifying this read at 9:54, which is the Hermit and the Page of Swords, the message. The Lovers came up, the Solar Deity, the Indigo, Abundance, and Higher Self and Guidance. A lot of major arcana. Actually, yesterday's was 10, I think. Not the one I just did, but the one I did yesterday had like 10 major arcana in the read. This one has 9. There's 6 in the read and then another 3 in the outer cards that I pull. So the Indigo is like the Magician, Abundance is the Empress, Higher Self is the High Priestess, and then Guidance is the Hierophant. After the read, the Hanging Man came up, as well as Ascension, which is the World, and Karma, which is Judgment. We had 2 cups, 1 wand, and 2 pentacles. No swords in this read. And the court cards, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups being upright here. After the read, the Knight of Pentacles also came up along with the Page of Wands. So a lot of childlike energy here. We have 2 Knights and 2 Pages. The numbers that came up in this read was only 4, 5, and 6. So 4, 5, 6, pick up sticks. Also regarding the 4D, 5D, and going into the 6D. We had, in a lesser sense, double numbers of the 77 and 1010, which is the sovereign energy again, and that very high vibration of the trill of the 1010, the 101010. And then we have the code line all about love and partnership. Again, par-teenership, or in other words, Tina Turnership, and love. The code line there was all about the number 11 from 6 and 5, 6 being lovers, 5 being the Hierophant, change and freedom, expansion. And the code line here, the message here came up, not only, we had F7, C7, and now we have CC7, which can be the Christ consciousness 7, the 7 being the key. And I was getting the waves key. The waves key. We were getting the number 67, but also just the sequence of 6 to 7, because the 6th place here was also coming up separate from this, and the number 60 as well, which is the 6 of Swords, the peace. And 67 is the Knight of Pentacles, right? The loyal, humble servant, but he's reversed in this read today. So the 6 of the Lovers and the 7 of the Chariot, the Lovers in the Chariot. And then the 6-0, which is finding peace. Capable, well off, solar deity. And again, that capable came up with the able definition. Capable, well off, solar deity, or the sun, fully charged, with the 5 of the change and expansion, the freedom of the Knight of Cups, the high C, the Christ DNA, and then Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer came up, sobbing in the early morn. So I go back to the code line again, and we have session. the sixth in line, the wandering, which the Into the Wild last night, the movie, was all about wandering. And also the definition here was maggot and eggs. And he also dealt with maggot and eggs landing on the meat that he would, he had to kill fresh meat. So he was told, once they get on there, it's done. So you got to do it really fast. And so here the wandering and the maggot and eggs on the animals came up in the movie last night. So the session, sixth in line, wandering, maggot and eggs, both in the movie last night. The key of the seven, or the toggling up, the six of the lovers and the humans, the lovers just humans who are able, and the lovers of the sky and the heavens. The sun, the solar deity, frees and expands, the Knight of Cups, who's good at heart and emotions. With a snag, though, I am that I am. Oh, man. So the love and partnership coming up, and the par being separated from the teenership. The love par. Par is an abbreviation for parentheses, and we brought this up last week in a read, where the two C's reflecting each other are the parentheses with the space between, the key being the space between. The love parentheses, the parent thesis, the parallel, the equal, average, mean, the few, the even, that appear or seem. Stake, pair, couple, suitable, who share, through, by, about, over, from, around, on, in, per, for, out of, water, skunk, stingray, and pair, suddenly, last year. And then parlay came up, and that reminds me totally of Silver Linings Playbook. So I looked up parlay, so literally to carry forward. It's like, in gambling, to double down, or put the winnings forward into something new to make it better, or to convert into something better, which is the alchemy, right? The alchemical process. To have a discussion, especially between enemies, Silver Linings Playbook. There are natural and healthier ways to heal, was the message I was getting here. There are natural and healthier ways to get better. It's called love and nature. So back to the code line again, the session of the sixth in line, the lovers, the love of family and community, the wandering. Once maggots lay eggs on the meat, it's done. Was it worth the blood on your hands? Lovers, heavens, and the human table, the sun expanding, and the Knight of Cups being love in the Christ DNA. On the high seas, C, C, C. And then they were guiding me to seven C's. Seven C's. And the dressing, high seas. So C's, we have the ocean C, we have the C with your sight, we have the letter C for Christ consciousness, the SI for yes and if, we have the SE for southeast, or whatever other definitions it has, as well as the CE of the seal, and the CEE of the sea, the letter C. What also came up with CC7 at 1049, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Get Your Wish card, the Nine of Cups. CC7 came up as a guitar, as well as an air conditioner, air conditioning for the King of Swords. The computer comes up, as well as the address 5200. After we come up with the King of Swords, we also have 5200, which is the Queen of Swords on Hilltop Drive that the goat has climbed, number CC7. Also the County Court 7 in Bexar County, Texas came up, all from CC7. And then we started this read with the Four of Cups upright, on an island to yourself in the middle of the ocean, looking up at the stars at 1050, which is a turn for the better with the Wheel of Fortune, and the 50 of emotional fulfillment. An island unto self, looking up at the stars, after implementing a plan for bliss, or the Divine Feminine's heart opening up, with synchronicities and emotional fulfillment, a happy ending with clarity and new information, grounding and integrating love. The King of Pentacles is upright, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, with issues at work with bad memories and difficulties with kids, perhaps a bad childhood, or on the outs with a soulmate and or kids, working too hard for the man, about to fall over. And I was just getting that from Tina Turner. Every night and day, right? Working for the man. About to fall over, slave-driven, while bait and switch, exposed to all, or abusing kids or Leo and getting away with it, while the King of Pentacles is hard at work. Or kids are happy until the Queen of Pentacles reverse gets done with them, and the King of Pentacles guilty of leaving them home with her. So this was coming up for the twins, but it was also paralleling, my parents totally. And don't get me wrong, I love both of my parents very much, but my mother was also very abusive. So it's the thing that I didn't come to terms with until now. I'm 59 years old, and it wasn't until the past few years before my father died in 16 that my mother, she was very emotionally abusive, and she did smack us now and then. She wasn't hitting us all the time, but she was very verbally abusive all the time. But part of the fault is with my father, because he was happy to leave us home with her, right? He didn't want to be home and all that, so he worked a lot of hours. So there was this template here was coming up specifically for me as well with my parents, but this is also coming up within the masculines or feminines' own families now with their kids. So, and again, it's coming up the energy of, my mother she was half beautiful and amazing and half really scary and abusive, right? She was the pillar of her community, and she did a lot of amazing things. And everyone, all the abuse at home is always hidden. No one sees that or tells you, oh, it's not a big deal, right? So you don't actually get to heal yourself from those wounds because you're told they're not actually wounds. You don't deserve to have better, basically. So this is coming up again. So working too hard for the man, about to fall, slave-driven while bait and switch exposed to all, or abusing kids, or Leo and getting away with it, while the King of Pentacles is hard at work, or kids happy until the Queen of Pentacles reversed gets done with them, and the King of Pentacles guilty of leaving them at home with her, okay? So there's the abuse and the neglect from both the parents there. The home feeling guilty and uncomfortable feelings, and it's not to place blame on anyone because obviously the parents have issues with their parents as well, which is why they are the way they are in the first place. So it's about taking responsibility for our own wounds, and that was confirmation, in order to be able to then transcend it and rise above, okay? So home feeling guilty and uncomfortable feelings, or energies finding peace in suffering and silence, purging up nights with the Queen of Wands upright and the Queen of Cups reversed, the gate opening to them at the moment, released from home prison or prison, and the Queen of Wands with a black cat and her long tail, while the Queen of Cups reversed is praying to get out of there. Childhood of fear and sadness, that the pillar of the community mother will scream, hit, or look at you with hate in her eyes, and the father's happy to leave you at home with her as long as he doesn't have to be home and deal with it until after dinner. Sovereign out being seen, and the Queen of Cups reversed working to align and find the courage, strength, and good health. The mermaid lost at sea, or a pet that has passed, while the man works in a controlled environment. The streetcar, box cutters came up, as well as 2 to 3 notches, or degrees or awards on their wall, their crowning glory. And the Queen of Cups reversed, or Leo reversed, seen as weak, he the breadwinner, she with the crumbs, he saves the day, and she gets the blame, or just not the right partner, and the sovereign is. Or that could even be jealousy between a mother about her daughter and the way the father treats the daughter. So express your love, and beneath that was, it is safe for you to love. Sunshine, happiness, and lovers in the sun, fully energized, the Queen of Wands dressing sexy and trying things on for the man. Manly woman or womanly man, hot-tempered Scorpio with bow and key or 7, and ready to use it too. Death becomes her. Or Leo upright and Scorpio upright getting their way, killing the, and that can be just killing me softly, right? Killing the Aquarius reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, or while the Queen of Wands is having fun and sun, death, end, and transition of the X times 2, double X, or X-rated double vision, or after death, needing to make calls but grieving and not up to it. Deliberations, refusing to wake up, grieving, widow, now with legitimate reason to not wake up. So, okay, someone who refused to wake up already now has an excuse because if somebody passed, now they have a reason not to wake up. At 11:19, which is justice and the sun. Or the Queen of Swords reversed, lost a son or had an abortion and is shamed by a manly woman or womanly man. And then domestic harmony came up of 46, which is the 6 of Cups, and beneath that patience of the number 2, which is the High Priestess. At 11:23, which is justice and the King of Wands, deception or fallen angel, or up before dawn and losing their patience. The new moon, loss of temper, or Cancer moon or rising, no longer patient. Cancer reversed and Sagittarius reversed here. The Page of Wands inspired to end a battle or competition, with the Page of Pentacles reversed and start a new life, getting their wish, satisfaction. Impatient wounded warrior or Sagittarius moon or rising, or it's heavy in their chart. The Page of Wands happy with self and impishly inspired, while the Page of Pentacles reversed perhaps never learns their lesson, but feeling wounded and standing their ground. The lobster's claw is clamped shut, cutting them off before they have a chance to whine. And then I was getting zip it, deepening the child's wounds. And then the other celebrating their victory at 11:30, which is Justice and the Four of Wands. All of the stuff that goes on under the radar in families' homes. Or the Page of Pentacles reversed does get a loan or an offer and then says to the other one, so there, to the Page of Wands who was smug and is now humbled. The wounded warrior feeling sorry for themselves, and the Queen of Cups reversed needing courage to face the Queen of Swords reversed, or Leo reversed, ego reversed, or a pet between them. Perhaps the Queen of Cups reversed caused the Queen of Swords reversed pet's death, or the Queen of Cups reversed must find a job or must go back to work, with the Queen of Swords reversed, while the Queen of Wands is upright, off having fun in the sun. Domestic harmony comes up here, and the energies that come up in the underlying energy were Leo, both upright and reversed, Scorpio upright, Aquarius reversed, Cancer reversed, and Sagittarius reversed. So the Queen of Swords reversed with a message of affection, after being out in the cold with the truth of injustice, after sudden events or epiphanies, or Libra reversed and Scorpio reversed, holding their tongue or lashing out, verbal abuse to Hermit reversed and Empress reversed, or Virgo and Taurus both reversed. And the Page of Cups upright, a message of love to the King of Cups upright, or the Hermit and Empress both reversed are left behind, while the Page of Cups and King of Cups go away together, or with the Queen of Swords reversed, sending a message to her lover, or the Knight of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, with the Hermit reversed, Empress reversed, Page of Cups upright, King of Cups upright between them. Or all of these people are negative or unhappy, except the Page of Cups, King of Cups, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords may be lovers with or have a great affection for the Page of Wands, ending the battle with the Page of Pentacles reversed. So this can literally represent the three inner children of the Divine Masculine, Feminine, and a partner. The Empress and the High Priestess are spreading the word about, and again, there could be sisters here, spreading the word, as my sister was the one trying to call just now. Spreading the word, there it goes again, to confirm. Spreading the word about sunshine, vacation, and exposing all, withholding time, money, and effort from defensive or guarded King of Cups upright, or older sisters taking kids on vacation but refusing to pay for King of Cups. The Knight of Swords reversed, detoxing chaos with clarity, or frustration of awakening with the Queen of Swords reversed, or him feeling clobbered when she isn't sleeping well, or up nights bitching at him, or just grieving and not sleeping well and then keeping him up as well. At 11:53, which is Justice and the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords reversed released after sudden event, epiphany, or orgasm, and the recent past is the Abundance card, the Empress upright, falling into the past to find peace with the Emperor or away from the Emperor, or their own control issues. The Emperor now with the worst over, and bliss of time alone, ignoring all offers or calls. In death, end, transition, compassion, or Scorpio and Cancer both upright here, receiving the whole truth about getting over grief, loss, regret, guilt, or shame between the Empress and the Emperor here. The Empress lacking faith in the past and now finding peace away from the Emperor, who's in bliss, grounding and integrating, a death, an end, or a bold move to get the truth from the Empress now that she's over it. The foundation here at the root of the matter is indigo reversed, afraid to propose after heartbreak and separation, with third party rising above, awakening and coming out. Insecure without tools to understand and detox chaos or do shadow work. Gemini and Virgo both reversed, as well as Capricorn reversed here. The central energy is the Lover's upright, complete, coming full circle, sealed divine feminine, or Pisces with conditions of love, or the King of Cups reversed, defenseless to their choice of path and guarding his wounds. Lovers sharing and or settling out, indigo reversed with higher self and challenged by the sun, or exposure. And the King of Wands sad to let the Knight of Pentacles reversed and Page of Cups go, or for blocking the Page of Cups message of love. Feeling sorry for that. Death, end, transition, or Scorpio at home, or home hospice, not calling, or uninspired, or frustrated, or the Page of Wands reversed, child is difficult to take care of. Or they chickened out, or Aquarius reversed, Page of Wands reversed, is over it, breaking patterns, and the Knight of Wands upright is then always rescuing them. This could be a Page of Wands and Knight of Wands siblings here. Or the Page of Wands reversed is always removing their mask, and the Knight of Wands is then rushing in to put it back on because they're paranoid. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is in a losing battle with deception of the King of Pentacles, superhero, and the King of Swords upright, man of honor, or decorated war hero, or no longer fighting, getting up before dawn, with the King of Pentacles and King of Swords, perhaps with two lovers or two men of great affection and partners, and the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated, or the King of Swords with two lovers, one frustrated implementing a plan, defenseless to the energies, attacked, being bullied by the Six of Cups reversed in a negative past, or kids misbehaving, or siblings or soulmate from the past, pulling in a love partnership, planting the seed of the Holy Grail here. Now in this moment here, crowning is the higher self, perhaps after a sudden event, epiphany, or orgasm with the King of Wands, at night shining brightly, healing, and dreams come true, in a release with the wounded warrior, and the Cancer higher self, Pisces or Virgo, sharing, being charitable, or settling out to end conflicts, the Chariot moving in a two-bull split, the Doctor on safari, or doing mission work at 12:15, which is the Hangman and the Devil. At 12:16, which is the Hangman and the Tower, the High Priestess and Cancer sharing a meal, perhaps, no surprise. Perhaps Aquarius reverse offers love to the High Priestess, Pisces or Virgo, and the Knight of Cups then offers love to defensive Page of Swords. Or the Page of Swords responds in a quick, biting way, or cuts it short. No longer watching lovers, or the King of Swords with third party, in downturn or twist of fate, of Libra reversed, Page of Swords, with the King of Swords, Gemini upright, in energetic exchange with an offer of love at 12:24, the Hangman and the Queen of Wands, or passionate exchange with romantic tie from the past. Perhaps Libra reversed and Capricorn upright, defenseless to each other, returning from the past and offering love. And soon for the twins is the Five of Wands reversed after letting go to repair, fix, and mend. Perhaps home with Scorpio and or the King of Wands with their kids. Uncomfortable post-fight, conflict, or competition, and split, divide, lie, or BS. Recovering from exile to meet face to face, the Page of Pentacles reversed, prepared to make a fool of himself in front of their lover, third party, in need of clarity and the whole truth. Or Aries reversed, Gemini reversed here. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Six of Pentacles upright, sharing. The Ten of Pentacles, family, business, community, or legacy, and the injustice and withholding from the Hermit reversed, losing their mind, or Libra reversed with wealthy family, business, or community, or legacy, and the Virgo reversed withholding time, money, and effort, or preparing for a new life. Lovers upright in an energetic exchange on the twins spot with the Queen of Swords reversed and Libra reversed, or is Libra reversed, or has a lot of Libra in their chart. Or the Queen of Swords with Libra in chart, or injustice of Gemini or Gemini upright or Virgo reversed, perhaps a parent with mental illness here, and Virgo reversed and Gemini upright in energetic exchange with the Queen of Swords reversed, Libra reversed, or all are connected by 6, all in the family, 6 degrees of separation, all sharing. Let your friends help, deception, and you deserve love all came up for the twins. And then like crowning here between how the twins see themselves and how others see the twins was the Chariot upright, the Empress upright, and the King of Swords upright, bridging the twin flames and how they're seen, Cancer, Taurus, and King of Swords, or a bold move of the Empress to get an attorney perhaps. Around the twin flames or how they're seen is the Guidance card upright, or perhaps a Taurus, under the radar, emotionally fulfilled, with Page of Cups message of love, released and then blocked by the Knight of Pentacles reversed with new information and holding it over the Page of Cups' head. Stubborn mule and loving innocent, or failure to launch, as happy family supports the Knight of Pentacles reversed not working, and the Page of Cups clearly loving and are very committed to each other. The block here is the Knight of Cups upright, and the energies were coming up here: Libra, Virgo reversed, Gemini and Taurus upright, and Cancer upright as well. The Knight of Cups upright as the block, offering love, as the Page of Pentacles reversed is suffering in silence with Hierophant, marriage, religion, establishment, or Taurus. The love partnership, but even more so here for the twins, is music. The Queen of Cups reversed Pisces, or Pisces and Cancer here, or the Queen of Cups reversed comes full circle with the sealed Divine Feminine, or Pisces and Page of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands, are strategizing, implementing a new plan, or mother and child reversed, offering love to another mother and child reversed, the mother's upright, the children reversed, who may be on the outs, or Page of Pentacles reversed and Knight of Pentacles reversed, not getting along, or just both unable to get things off the ground at 12:48, which is the Hangman and the Eight of Cups walking away and within. The Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands upright and a plan, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed with options, seeing synchronicities in slow motion, being still, hanging out, hanging low or in limbo to slow down and see the new perspectives at 12:48. So we have Capricorn upright and Libra reversed here, with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, hanging out, ascending without judgment, or Capricorn and Pisces both upright, Aquarius and the Page of Wands reversed, both reversed, or perhaps a friend comes over, or daughters without mothers comfort each other and get their wish at 12:55 of hanging out and the truth. Feeling alone, the Indigo reversed, which can be Gemini or Virgo, both reversed, in need of crystal energy, or shares with Taurus, or shares their guidance, abundance, lovers or children, challenged by exposure, sun, and ending conflict within, to be love again, or the Knight of Cups upright offers love to his higher self, Pisces or Virgo comes up there, or to a secret. The Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles both reversed, along with them, hanging out to be wise and complete the cycle of being afraid, to end the cycle of fear, removing the mask and dousing the flame, to be happy with self, come what may. Taurus comes up here, and then Taurus season as well, which is April to May. And the Divine Feminine's heart opens to bliss with stairway to heaven and emotional fulfillment, receiving clarity, but knocked for a loop as well, an island unto themselves as the cheese stands alone, in abundance, or Empress, wounded warrior here, which can be one or two people. The Indigo reversed, lover to the beloved higher self, Pisces or Virgo coming up here, and the challenge being exposure and sunshine, the full energy on board, sharing with others to end the conflict with guidance, and the Knight of Cups love to the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, hanging out to come full circle and ascend, needing to open their crown and remove the mask, display their desires, and then therefore get their wish, as the wizard is now on duty. So that was the messages. I'm going to pull an energy card for you. And my sister's trying to get a hold of me. All right, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know and learn for the twins today? What is our takeaway from these reads? And take another deep breath. I don't know if I gave you the bell in the beginning, so let me do that now. Take a deep breath, guys. Okay, so what is our takeaway from these reads? What is our takeaway from these reads for the twin flames for today, the 15th and 16th of January, 2021? What is our message here? All right. Yin Yang, that perfect balance, the 22 of the Fool with an open heart, taking a leap of faith. And then we also have the 24 of the Queen of Wands with adjacent possibilities, Now the Fool was reversed in the read, so there may be some balancing that you need to do, but the Queen of Wands was upright, so she may be choosing a new path here to go on. But somebody might have gotten knocked for a loop because of new information that came in. It's just that need to come back to center again and then make a new choice or take a new path. We then also have the 16 of the Tower, which was also reversed after the sudden events. And again, this has to do with our liberties being taken away from us and having all the time in the world on our hands, the need for patience. And then we have the abundance of the Empress energy, which was upright in the read. So this is here. It's reminding you, don't worry about all that stuff. And by the way, I was getting all this stuff in the mail too that was, like scams and all this kind of thing, trying to get you in fear about something not working. And when I went online today too, it was so apparent to me, seeing the advertisement, news messages and things like that, how manipulative the messages are, like getting you to believe things that aren't true, to get people in an uproar. It was so apparent to me today. So you may be noticing that as well too. So with abundance and blossoming abundance, we have the community too with the 7, and the Chariot was definitely upright here. So this is really where we are. You have all the power in the world. We have abundance and community to support you. The underlying energy is the 6th chakra, your third eye, Archangel Metatron. Oh, that's so funny too. Because as I was listening to the song in the beginning of the video, I'm looking over here and there's a ribbon with M&Ms on it. So M&Ms, because that's, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Michael and Metatron. So they're all coming up, and here's Metatron. So they were just guiding me back to it again. And that is the 40 of the Page of Cups, the innocent love. Beneath this is the deceit. All right, so this is the polarities again that are coming up for us to balance and merge in order to come back to center again. And I was just talking about the deceit and the innocence as well. The power and the deceit of the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands comes up in the read. It's upright today, but they're always about saving, and they're not supposed to save the others, supposed to help them save themselves. Again, this was the rescuing of the younger children, but needing to let go of their ways of manipulation and control and allowing them to figure it out for themselves. See, we have all that energy from yesterday coming up. All right, this is the underlying energy here. All right, so yesterday these came up about the hostilities and the deceit that need to be transmuted. And this is the Page of Cups, to their true innocent self. All right, that's all I'm going to do for today. So make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. It's 3:01 on the clock, the Empress and the Magician. And then here it was just 01:01:22, which is 2 magicians and the Fool, the open heart with a leap of faith, rising beloved. Rise and be loved.